going to be competitive improvisation because you're going to be seeing two teams up here on the playing field competing for points. That's true, competing for points. There will be a winner at the end of this match. Now, it's improvisation because it's all unscripted off the top of their heads and unrehearsed. Now, since it is improvisation, there are a couple fouls to keep your eyes on the watch for. The first of which is called woo! Delay of game. Say that with me, please. That's woo! Delay of game. Now, if someone is up here and they're just like, well, I think I'll go to the store. I'll go, whoops! Delay of game. Woo! And then they'll have 15 seconds to spruce it up. If it doesn't get exciting and rad to 150%, after that, off the playing field they go. Boom, boom, boom. And then the second foul to keep on the watch for is called the brown bag foul. Say that with me, please. That's the brown bag foul. Now I noticed that none of the people over here did the gesture, so let's try that again. That's the brown bag foul. The pinky's extended. Thank you. I will call the brown bag foul and throw a flag when someone says something that is offensive, crude, violating my personal strata of decency, and then that person will have to wear a brown paper bag over their head for the remainder of the scene. Now the third and final foul to keep your eyes out for is called the good rotor foul. Say that with me, please. That's the good rotor foul. Now this is the foul. Audience, empower yourselves here. This is your foul, people. This is the foul of the people. Let's hear it. Something like, Doctor, the invisible man's in the waiting room. Tell him I can't see him. You will call this foul. I will throw the flag, and then the offending player will have to step forward and apologize. If you accept the apology, player will resume. If you reject it, they will lose 1 point from their team score, and then player will resume from there. Now, audience members, I told you about the brown bag foul thing. Now keep in mind, this can be called and will be called, if necessary, on you, the people. So, keep your mouths clean and your minds clean, and then we'll move on from there. Now, I'm all warmed up. The players are all warmed up, but we got to get you revved and pumped. Come on, we're going to sing a song. It's called Take Me Out to See Improv, and it's sung to the tune of Take Me Out to the Ball Game. There's a program in front of you. It's got it all written out. All you got to do is sing along with the bouncing finger. And we're going to insert pizza somewhere. Take me out to see improv. Take me to CFC. Fly me up here and let's live with the fun. I don't care if I laugh like I am not. I'll all my suggestions. Pizza. I never get back. Pizza.
sports, if you have noticed, I look a little different. That's because I'm not me, I'm someone else. But the rules and fouls from the first half do hold true. We will have two new teams coming up here. Mr. Boyce, do you have any announcements?
Yes, we do. First of all, the announcement is for you to turn on your mic.
Alrighty, cool. There we are, am I live?
All right, we have a few announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely and talented Cece is coming up with something called a Shadow Buddy. Kansas City's Comedy Sports is collecting money for Shadow Buddies, which are condition-specific dolls given to kids in the hospital. The Shadow Buddies have the same ailment as the child, so if the child has a heart condition, the Shadow Buddy has a heart condition too. This helps the child understand that they're not alone in having their particular ailment, and the Shadow Buddies have been proven to quicken recovery time for these children. Each Shadow Buddy costs $10, and Kansas City's Comedy Sports is collecting money to purchase as many of these buddies as we can. The jar will be out front on the bar, so please contribute whatever you can and help Comedy Sports help the children. Also, yeah, you can clap. Also, please be sure to check the merchandise table out front for all the cool, nifty merchandise from all the Comedy Sports cities here and the tournament. Plus the all-new, spectacular 1996 National Tournament T-shirt. And we don't have that to show you. Plus, you'll find shirts, hats, and all kinds of other stuff to take home as a memento of the tournament. So go out front and get them. And now, back to you, Chris.
Thank you, Mr. Boyce. All right. I guess we're going to go ahead and bring in the teams now.
Sure thing. Are you ready?
We're ready to rumble.
All right. Let's hear it for Philadelphia. We got Kevin, what's up, Doherty? Dave Walls of Jericho. Bobby, chip off the old block. Mike, ain't Fu Young. And now let's hear it for the San Jose Disabled Vets. You got Jeff Monterey Kramer. John Biltu Lascaretz. Rob Frequent Flyer Miles. And the captain, Mark Godzilla Memphilla. And now back to the referee, Chris Sussner.
All right, let's get this show on the road. Captain Young and Captain Membrilla, I need you on the field, please. To determine who will go first in our opening round of Say What. I'm thinking of a number, Captain Young. I would like you to go first. A number between 1 and 10, please.
8.
I'm sorry, that's wrong, Captain Membrilla.
7.
That's wrong, too. Yours was closer. It was 3. So, you will go first. Would you like to initiate or receive in the first round of Say What?
We'll initiate.
Very good. Okay.
We'll receive.
It'll work out that way. Okay, this is Say What. What I need from y'all is something larger than a bread box. A hippopotamus, okay? Use that for your scene suggestion. And this is Say What. The first team over here will initiate. San Jose will initiate by doing a scene in gibberish. Then gibberish is just a made-up, unintelligible language. It means nothing. Then the Philadelphia team will come and do that exact same scene, doing all the same motions, but in English. They'll basically be translating for us. Then we'll go ahead and switch it for the second round. Philadelphia will set up with the gibberish, and San Jose will follow with the English, okay? So they will have a minute for each scene. San Jose, are you ready?
Yes!
In gibberish.
Oh, that's not bad, Shkabai. Whoa, Shkabai. Iskabara viva sva. Visabara viva shvara. Vara viva vara sa. Iskabara. Iskabadachka bara iskabadachka bara unja bait.
This could be a body beat of Eshimara.
Iske Barabarash. Pisa Baraba. Firsti la flumlagaga. Pristi la baba pushki pushki. Firsti la bu. Ta. Firsti la bu bu bu. Pushki la baba. Okay, that's time for selfie. Now Philadelphia will do that same scene in English. Are you ready?
We actually would like to translate under a completely different topic.
Okay. What would that be?
A completely different
Okay, go.
A word that begins with the letter B. Banana. We'll somehow translate this with banana. Thanks. Yeah, you got a fresh load in. No, the mesomorph's completely off. Crying out loud, the Aztecs left the corn here. Dead. And I'll stab their god. And I'll stab the corn. And it's for their god.
I got a whole new batch of bananas here, boss.
Well, I don't think we can use them here, because the Aztecs left the corn.
Yeah, but this stuff is supposed to be really good for the blood. It gets it flowing through the veins. Good stuff.
Hey, that's too much potassium for me. I need the vitamin C I get from corn.
Oh, it's too much potassium for me. Oh, I don't need my antioxidants. God. Complain. Look, you're going to take these bananas, you're going to mix them up with the corn, you're going to make something special out of it, and that's it.
All right.
I am the god of the Aztec corn Gazintown.
Boy, this is a bad situation. I didn't know the god would be here.
This is not the holy shovel which should be used to strengthen the maize. The maize should be strengthened suchly.
I'm not with this tour.
Good luck in the fiery bowels of Aztec hell!
Look into my soul, man, and see what perils belay for you.
Oh!
Take unto that, and to that, some corn.
Alrighty, and now Philadelphia will do a new, totally different, completely unbefore-seen scene in gibberish. Are you ready?
Yeah, how about another suggestion?
Another suggestion, okay. I'll take another suggestion. Someplace you never want to ever end up. Bosnia. That's got somewhere, okay, somewhere you would like to end up. Somewhere pleasant, maybe. Well, Disney World. We all like Disney World, so let's head there.
Yeah. Oh, Kinga Babuna.
Yeah, got us some beer. Something beer.
Ooh. Te vengo. E leo Biscaglia in crop na blarg.
Żadnej gepity. O, falsa pan. Żadnej gepisa per.
Oh, no. Praggle na boo.
Done, Sophie. Got us some bone.
Krapukici, dietro!
Zonica bear. Zonica bear. Zonica babear. Zonica babear.
Go, cigarette! How could be said? How could be
Zonica
said?
babear.
Prosecco!
Zonica bear. Zonica bear. Zanatvan. Zanatvan. Where's the one be?
Got us a beer. Got us some bean there. Not that got bought, don't beaten there.
Sobi.
Yeah, that's time. All right, San Jose, are you ready to do that? Anything else?
Oh, that'll be that.
All right, then, let's go.
I'm hot and tired.
It's okay, I got you a beer.
Oh, thanks. Look at those little brats did. They've been kicking me all day long.
You filled out a waiver, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right, good. Well, I'm protected. Look, why don't you go take a break? You need to be back in about 20 minutes for the It's a Small World show.
Okay, I'm gonna take a swim.
All right.
Enjoy it.
Ah, right, man. If I have to hear that song one more time, I'm gonna dig up Walt and I'm gonna shoot him myself.
It's still going okay. They still think you're animatronic, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right, good. I just need to adjust the controls a little bit. Uh-oh. The real animatronic one is going to go horribly out of control. Look, it's over 100%.
I gotta go stop this.
This world really sucks. This world
Definitely
really
out of control.
sucks.
It's definitely out of control.
This world
Come to your
really
senses.
sucks.
Oh, hey, Frank.
See ya. Oh, yeah, it's good to see you too. I'm glad you did that. Well, I didn't know what they were putting in the food earlier, but apparently things have been going pretty well. I could use a shot.
All right. Then I want you to go out and trim the rose bushes, but do a better job than you've been doing with the hedges. They're supposed to resemble animals.
Okay. Oh, that's how I saw it end.
All right, we'll go to the audience participation to determine who did better in this opening round of Say What. So we need to applaud for the team you like best. We want a little applause for both teams, but go wild, insane for the team you thought did better up here. Made you a little laugh a little harder, entertained you a little more. Ready? First for the Philadelphia team. And now for San Jose. Yeah, looks pretty close, Mr. Voice. What the applause-o-meter say? Sound like Philadelphia?
Yeah.
All righty! 5 points to Philly.
You know him as the original James Bond, our celebrity scorekeeper, Mr. Sean Connery.
Oh, Sean, what's the score?
That's right, Chris. Philadelphia is 5. San Jose is out a big donut.
Thank you, Mr. Connery.
Quality points.
Wonderful. Alrighty. So I need Captain Membrilla up on the field, please. No, I'm sorry. You can sit down. I was kidding. Captain Young up in the field, please. Since your team has taken the lead, you will get to go first in this team choice round. What would you like to play?
We would like to play the game of staged reading.
Stage reading, okay. And what I need is the title of a play that's never been written.
Actually, we'll take one
Or
from the.
just want to take one of those particular ones?
Yeah, Bobby will
Okay.
be circulating amongst you.
All right.
Check out one of his plays.
So, everybody jam into your seat while she's coming around with plays. And what, Mr. Young, while she's going out there, would you like to explain the game to the people?
Sure. The way this game's going to work is that this is actually the first time we're putting up this new play that's just been written, and Bobby will be providing us with all of the stage directions for tonight's play.
Okay, and that's how it goes. All 4 minutes in which to complete it. Philadelphia, are you ready?
Yes!
Begin.
Never Too Late by Summer Arthur Long. Scene 1. James sitting at a table. Harry is rounding the sofa on the right, completing his running exercises.
You're just getting a sweat like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, you're looking good, champ. I
think you got a chance to beat the kid next Saturday.
Defensively.
I don't know, man. I just don't know. He's been the champ for 14 years. All I've known is I've been sitting there ringside every year to look at him and I say, look at those strapping muscles. I've got nothing.
Nothing? Kid, take off this jacket. That's why you're got sweat up. Look in that mirror. Look at those muscles. I want you to say to yourself, I can beat the kid. Say it.
I can beat the kid.
Come on, say it with gumption.
A little worried about this, but passes it off as a joke.
I can beat the kid.
Yeah, that's great, kid. You're gonna be all right.
Shakes his head over his obtuseness.
I don't know what that kid's talking about when he says he can beat the kid.
Continuing diatribe.
Kid, he's always talking, always lifting in my apartment. When I adopted him 2 years ago as my long-lost younger brother, I never knew that he would take over my life like this. How am I going to realize my dream of selling used cars when all I do all day is support him in his stupid dreams?
Jeez, you're out of Pop-Tarts.
There's some in the back. Hang on.
He drops his shirt over the banister, reaches up to catch it. The shirt floats down, misses Edith's hands, and settles onto the floor.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Edith.
Well, you should be.
Miss Edith, I'm sorry I let the cat in again. She got into my shirt and all the laundry.
Sweetly.
Oh, well, don't you worry none. You have to concentrate on pummeling that young man. You're in training next week. Now come on down for an egg milkshake.
Gets dizzy watching her.
Damn, you turned so well. I wish I was laid on my feet like that, Miss Edith.
Well, it's just really shadowing back and forth. Oh, my gosh. Balance. Bob and weave.
Oh, I gotta get down to the gym. Come with me, come with me.
Oh, I'm not as fast as I used to be.
Scene 2, in the gym.
Keep the change, Dad.
Barges in carrying a wrench and a hammer, his face smudged and his shirt soiled.
I got the engine out of the car.
That'll come in handy for the back. Look, it's the kid.
How you doing, little kid?
Look at those pecs. Those calves.
Grunts something unintelligible.
You've got something more important than pecs or calves. You have functioning synapses. You can think. He grunts.
Offers a quick, disgusted look.
What do you mean he grunts? Wait, he grunts. That means I'll use my brain to beat his brawn.
Exactly.
I can do it. Besides, I have this wrench as well. I'll stuff this in my glove. That'll overtake his brawn.
Good plan B.
What's that we do a little sparring,
That's a great idea. Oh, darn. Okay, come on. You and me, man.
Quick, think of something clever to distract him.
Did you know that Pythagoras was one of the most wonderful men of all time and discovered some wonderful theories?
But Euclid was so smart.
Alrighty, now, Captain Umbrella?
Yes.
It's your turn to play something in response to that script directing thing.
Yeah.
What do you want to play?
We would like to play opera.
Opera.
But for added difficulty, we'd like to do it day in the life style.
Ooh, added difficulty. Okay, if you pull it off, I may give you an extra point. All right, can we get the house lights up? And has anybody out there had a particularly interesting day? Something wonderful happened to them, or not so wonderful, but it makes a good story? Just go ahead and raise it. Anyone out here in this area done anything at all? Join the world for fun. Okay. What's your name? Heather? This is Heather, everybody. Anyone in the world for fun? Okay, tell us a little bit about your day. Where are you from? What you do? She's from Kansas City. And it's her birthday. Oh. And World of Fun is just a big amusement park. What's your favorite ride there? The Orient Express. Okay. And get anything wonderful while you were there? No? No. She made a little sand creature. Okay. Is that enough? You'll need a little more? A little more? Okay. And who all went with you? Scott? Scott's your boyfriend, okay. From Kansas City as well? Okay. And what else did you do while you were at Worlds of Fun? Just run? Yeah, it was really, really hot. Okay. What'd you do to relieve yourself? What'd you do to keep yourself cool? Went to, and the name of the restaurant was In Four Winds. Okay.
Scott, if you could describe Heather in one word, what would that be?
Moody.
Moody!
Happy birthday, Heather. And I failed to mention that we would also like to use Heather in our scene.
Okay, so come on, Heather. All right. Okay. And the San Jose team has requested a timeout. So, Mr. Boyce, what can we do to fill the time?
What?
We need a timeout. Have we done My Bonnie? Yes. Okay. What else can we do?
My Bonnie. We haven't done My
We
Bonnie.
haven't done My Bonnie. Okay. You have, or we have not?
Going to now.
We're going to, because I say I got the straps. All right, everybody, sing along. On the B, stand up. On the next B, sit down. Stand up, sit down, sit down. Whenever you hear a B, change your position. Ready? Hit it. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. Oh, bring back my Bonnie to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me. All right. If you have any Catholics out there, you're used to it. Okay. San Jose, are you ready in your day in the life opera? Yes. You have the magical, mystical 4 minutes. Begin.
Wake up! It's time to wake up! I'm Mr. Happy Son! Happy, happy son! Raise, raise! Raise, raise!
It's going to be hot today. Blazing hot today. Hot, hot,
Good morning, my sweet little moody honey bunny. Say good morning.
Good morning.
Say more.
How are you today?
It's a bright sunshiny day, but it's not my day, it's your birthday. I'm gonna take you out
Two worlds of fun.
to worlds of fun. To worlds of Come, one and all, try to win a coonskin hat.
your birthday? They said, is it your birthday? That's 3 times now, is it your birthday? We have a birthday, we have a birthday, you have a birthday, she has a birthday, she has a birthday, hit the ball and hit the ball and wind up. Wow, 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 wow. Moonskin hat is Moonskin cap is becoming. It goes well with your blue hair, honey. It's yours for life. All aboard on the Orient Express. We're going now, we're going now. All aboard on the Orient Express. Got to get you across the park to make some little sand things. Lots of little sand things for your spot. Move the train, move the train. Last stop, last stop. For the sound of the noise you get to make, a sand creature. Reach inside and grab the mime sand. Grab the mime sand, please. Grab the mime sand of the mime of the mime. Yeah. Look how it floats in the air. Look how it floats in the air, in the air, in the air. With your blue hair on your birthday. Don't get mad, so in the end hit me like you usually do. Winds welcome you. The 4 winds welcome you. There's at least 2 of the 4 winds in front of us. Oh, there's the other 2 now. Hurry up and make that order. Hurry up and make your order.
Cheeseburger and fries.
Cheeseburger, cheeseburger. Orient Express. I love you.
All right, Nancy, right here, since it's your birthday, we want to give you a special happy birthday song from Comedy Sports. Ready? This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. All right, thanks. Way to go, Heather. Everybody give Heather a big round of applause. All righty. Okay, unlike that first round, the applause gets a little tiring, so we will pick some celebrity judges or some special judges to help us to determine who did better in this team choice round. And we got some walkers around here somewhere. They're already out. Alrighty, that's right. We already did that the first half. I'm sorry. So where are our judges? So I can see. We got one right here, and one right here, and one back there. Okay. Now Philadelphia had that stage directing scene, and San Jose in red had the Day in the Life opera. So raise that Wagner, which corresponds to the team you like best on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Got a blue, a red, and a red. 5 points to San Jose.
Square, please welcome our next celebrity scorekeeper, Mr. Paul Lynn.
Paul Lynn, what's the score?
Oh, fabulous.
to challenge Philadelphia to?
I'd like to see Philly play Changing Emotions.
All right, Captain Young, do you accept?
Not only do we accept, but we confirm.
Ooh, means nothing. But anyway, okay. This is Changing Emotions, so this is where we need a lot of suggestions from you. We need you just to yell out any emotional states of being or just general states of being. Just keep yelling them out.
Psychotic.
Okay, hold on. You all ready? Okay, psychotic, confusion, hateful, slap happy. Ooh, all right. Fluttered, jumpy, giddy. I'm sorry? Teenage angst. Okay. And from this area, you're kind of quiet. Anything? What? Never mind. Forgetful. Okay. Anything else? Secretive. Insane. Missing? Upset. Okay. Anything over here? You're always kind of quiet. Come on, join in. Ditzy. Okay, do we need a few more here? You got enough? One more. Give me one more. Just quiet. What? Hung over. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, now this is Changing Emotions. And would you like to explain the game for a buck, Captain Young?
Yeah, for a buck, I'll do about anything.
Okay.
The way this game's going to work, we'll need actually another suggestion. A general scene suggestion to start?
Okay, some sort of small business. Lawn mowing.
Okay, we'll do a scene based on the suggestion of lawn mowing. However, Dave will be calling out various emotions. Whenever he calls out an emotion, the scene will then take on the color of whatever emotion he has yelled out for us.
Okay, thank you very much. And once again, they'll have 4 minutes in which to complete it. Billy, are you ready?
Yes!
Begin.
That's about the last of it, Mrs. J.
Well, Herbert, I paid you actually to do the backyard as well as the front.
Confusion.
Yeah, so this is the front of the house, and I left the back of the house alone, so I'm all done.
That sounds right to me. But maybe you owe me some change, I think.
All right, you gave me a 20, so here's 10,
Psychotic.
20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Money.
Count it now, Mrs. J. Count it quickly.
Whatever you say, Herbert. Looks like it's all there.
Jumpy.
Can't hold mower still! Must fight evil intentions!
Oh my God!
I'm sorry, Mrs. J. I don't know what...
Mrs. McGillicuddy.
Oh,
She
jeez.
really needed that arm.
Slap happy.
Arterial
Arm.
sprays just going all over. Hang on, Mrs. J.
Mrs. J, that young man just cut off my wife's arm. Just throw them out right there. It's like a chicken with a chicken arm. Just throw them out.
Forgetful.
It was... What was I,
Where did I put that money?
All right, I came over because it was time to...
Upset.
Where in the hell is my arm? I sent you over here to retrieve my arm.
John, you've made Mrs. J very upset and she just went back into the house. I hope you're happy.
Secretive.
The fat man walks alone.
The chickens don't know what the chickens don't know. I'll case the joint. You write down. All right. There's a window over here.
Hung over.
Oh, she looks pretty bad in there. I'm not feeling so good myself, huh?
Hey, you shouldn't have had both punch bowls.
Yeah, I know, but it was New Year's Eve. I figured, what the hell?
All right, according to this map, she keeps her money hidden.
Psychotic.
Just like my primal rage!
Now, hon,
teenage
When
angst.
will it end? And I'm breaking out all over. Can you help me with something on some of this? I'm so embarrassed.
I would, but I'm not good at talking to women.
Dad, Mom, failed out of school, and I've got some severe emotional problems.
Okay, Captain Young, need you up here still?
Yes.
All right, now it is your turn to challenge the San Jose team to a game. What would you like to have them play?
We challenge those San Jose panty wastes to parallel universe.
Parallel universe, Captain Neverla, do you accept?
Sure.
Way to be strong. Okay. This is parallel universe. What I need are 3 places to be. First, some sort of urban city dwelling someplace. Not necessarily a city name, but someplace. In a park? Okay, in a park. And now I need maybe some strange foreign place or really well-known place to be. Istanbul. Okay. They're going to be a great look. And now some sort of fictional place. You know, you've heard a story or... well, Oz is kind of... Neverland. Neverland. Okay. And now a really famous line from a movie. You talk... Play it again, Sam. You talking to me. Work that in somewhere. Okay. All right, this is Parallel Universe. We will start off in our first location, which was the park. Then I'll yell, next up we had park, and then we had Istanbul, and then we had Neverland. The players will be doing their scene in the first location. Then when I yell the next location, they'll have to move themselves into that next place and still keep the characters the same, but take on the endowments from the area around them. If you don't get it, you'll get it when you see it. It's kind of wacky. This is Parallel Universe. Players in your game, are you ready?
Yes!
You have 4 minutes, starting off in a park.
Okay, Frank, I'm gonna need that crescent winch for this swing set over here, all right?
How about a 3/16?
No, the crescent wrench. That's the adjustable one.
All right.
Fluffy.
Istanbul.
That is a nice painting. I'm a French visitor, and I think that if it was in my country, I would put it on my house outside and invite many people over like you two.
You like the painting?
Yes.
You pay me for it.
I pay you for it.
You pay me for it.
I'll pay you for it.
You pay 35,000 to the francs.
Hey. That's real gold. Okay, I'll take it then.
35,001.
Well, that's kind of steep. I usually only carry 35,000.
Neverland.
I'll get you, Peter! You and your little flying friends! Let me cut him up, Captain!
Speed.
Wait, I want to relish this.
Stand back. I have many friends around, and they'll come and get you in the bar.
Draw your weapon.
Okay.
In the park.
All right. Hey there, kid. Grab the rest of that, the end of the,
Sure, yeah, okay. And helping.
All right, bring it on over.
And helping.
Yeah, Jungle Jim. All right. All right, the poles are here.
Neverland.
This is my biggest weapon I've got.
Mr. Speed, he's got the cannon aimed at my belly.
Oh, I'll come take it for you then, Captain.
Istanbul.
If you have no peppers.
What of the turkey?
Bruderville. You'll apologize at the end of the scene.
Sorry.
In the park.
I didn't mean to, build a playground over this cat.
on while you go through.
Okay. I'll put the poles down.
You almost made it.
In the park.
I don't care. You tell me about your grandmother some other time.
Sure, okay. This guy was loaded.
Kid, I saw everything. You got all your money. I'll help you call your mother.
Never Neverland. Clap if you believe. Clap if you believe. You can fly. Alrighty, it is up to our celebrity judges once again to determine who did you like better in this round. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. I believe we have the Rutherford up on this board. Step into the spotlight.
I don't know where to stand. I've been confused since I got off the plane. You have two towns, both named the same. I don't want to embarrass anyone and say I'm in the wrong state, or whether I'm in Missouri, I'm in Kansas, whether in Kansas, I'm in Missouri. If you just, for me, change the name of one of them.
All right, do you forgive him, audience? Or do you want to hang him? That's forgiveness. All right. Score stays the same. Okay, celebrity judges, it is once again up to you. Who'd you like better? Who'd you find a little more entertaining in this round? Was it Philly with their changing emotions? Or San Jose with their parallel universe? On the count of three, raise those Wapners high. 1, 2, 3. Got a red, and a blue. 2 to 1. 5 more points for San Jose.
He's the star of his own CBS sitcom Cosby. Please welcome our next celebrity scorekeeper, Mr. Bill Cosby.
Listen to the reason now. This is as fun as eating the pudding. Let me tell you, brother Philadelphia got the 5 points. But then you got the San Jose over there in the red. And the car says they got about 10. That would make it 10 to 5 in favor of San Jose. You see?
Time to acknowledge people back there in the sound booth, tinkling the ivories, doing all the wacky voices. It's John McKenna and Craig Burnett. Give me a round of applause. Okay, Captain Umbrella, up on the field, please. Since you have taken the lead, I will allow you to issue the final challenge round. What would you like to play?
We would like to play Elimination Rap.
The Elimination Rap, Captain Young.
Fine, but we'll use the Up With People variant.
Okay, we're going to do it really nice, I guess. This is Rap Up. The players will line up behind me and we'll be doing a rap. And one person will initiate throwing a line out. Next person has to rhyme with that first line and come up with a new one. Next person down the line has to rhyme, come up with a new, rhyme new, rhyme new, rhyme new. Keep on going through. And they keep going until someone messes up. They get eliminated. They get eliminated by hesitating. That's taking too long or going out of the meter of the rhyme. Repetition, saying something, using a word twice. That's not creative, so they're out of there. If they just go really weird and can't rhyme at all, they are also out of there. And if they spit on me, they're gone. Okay. So, players, we can get out here in just a moment, and can I get the house lights, please? And what's your name? Kelly. Kelly, and what do you do? Are you a student somewhere? Where at? Smithfield? Smithfield? Okay, and what kind of car would you like to drive once you start driving? A what? An Eclipse. She would like to drive an Eclipse. She's Kelly. She goes to Smithfield. Okay. We'll start over here on my right, so let's go.
Kelly likes to drive a little car.
When she gets in it, she sure doesn't go far. She goes to Springfield, and she is my pal.
Hey, come on, hop in. Come on, gal. We'll drive down to the place we like to go.
And then we'll see a really good show. It's at the movies.
We are, you see, there in.
Got to do it. Don't have a sin. It's rated PG, so we can all see.
It'll be a great show. We'll be happy and get it.
He lost it. He got out of there, so...
Thank you for the chance.
No problem.
I love you all.
We love him anyway. Okay, and, well, we already talked to you. What's your name? David, and what do you do? Nothing. And what would you like to do if you weren't doing nothing? Really? Okay. Watch TV. Okay, Dave likes to watch TV when he's not doing nothing. Start here.
Dave has a really good potential.
He's down with the program, and he lives up in these...
Oh, that was pretty cruel, but...
I'll do it better next time.
All right, you will.
Up with Jeff!
Up with Jeff. All right, so Jeff is eliminated. Doing pretty good, Billy. We got 4 to 2 left up here. You, man, what's your name? Elena, and what do you do? Please say something. You go to school at Washburn University, and you're studying business. Cool. All right, and what's your biggest aspiration in life? To be a buyer. All right. I'll leave the woman joke out of that. Okay, and tell you what, we'll come over here and start with you.
Elena's really great. She's a real good student. She likes to get bent on the weekends. She goes and ties one on.
That's not up with people.
That's right, we're sticking with getting nice, and so I'm going to go ahead and call Captain Young out.
Wow. Thanks for pointing out my mistake.
No problem, we're trying to make you better people here.
Up with Mike.
Okay, and what's your name, sir? Ted. All right, and what do you do? You fly. All right. 60s were good, huh? Okay, and what else? What are your favorite hobbies? Scuba. Ted likes to scuba and likes to fly. Let's go ahead and start at the end again.
Ted likes to fly in a really big plane.
And he goes with his pet Dane. And he goes under the water. Hammer time! Can't touch that. You know it.
I'm sorry, you're getting a little carried away, so we're going to have to eliminate you.
I'm ready to sit down now anyway.
Okay. Keep the spirit alive. All right. We are down to 4. I believe we got 2 and 2, so it's staying close. You, sir, what's your name? Tyler, what do you do?
Go to school.
Where at?
AJ High School.
AJ High School. What's your most prized possession, Tyler?
My hat.
His hat. Tyler goes to school. He likes his hat. We'll begin with you.
Tyler is a man with simple taste.
Hey, man, he doesn't want to waste. He's got a chapeau, it's from AJ High.
And you know he can really go fly with the girls. You see, he's got a lot of time.
But he never makes time with them.
Time, that's a repetition. So, Bobby is out of here. Yes, Mr. Ref? Yes?
Due to the lack of energy, could we kick it old style?
Yes, let's kick it old style. Enough of that uplift. All right, we're pumping up the volume. The homies are ready. What's your name? Alisa, what do you do? You, sir. What's your name?
Joey.
Joey, what do you do?
At work.
Where at?
MC Sports.
MC Sports, okay. And what's your favorite sport there?
Football.
Football. All right, he likes football. Are we ready? Final round, let's go.
Well, football is a game, you know it's the bomb. Hey man, come on, come along. He works for the man. And then you know he kicks it on his game. He's got lots and lots of sports equipment. Come on, here's another shipment. You pack it in the back, you put it way up high. And then you go and you become fly because you're working way down at the home plate. Come on, that's what I say. Come on, mate. I'll meet you there. I'll know you're there. You better beware because I'm coming. I said house. And that's where I go, where the little mouse. And then I send it off to you, my friend.
So stand up. I'm going to come around to you again. We have celebrity judge. Kelly, all right, thank you all very much. And you've been such a wonderful audience. Give yourself a big round of applause. And I'm sure what's made you such a wonderful audience is all those beverages and snacks you've been drinking and eating. So please remember to tip your bartenders and waitresses kindly because while the applause is nice, it doesn't pay the rent. Okay, so at that final score there with 10 points, what's the...
With our final score, you know him, you love him, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for our final celebrity scorekeeper, Mr. Jack Nicholson.
Score. You want score? You can't handle the score. Chris, I gotta tell you, Chris, I'm a little drunk. San Jose and the red pants and stuff, they got 10 points, but it looks like the Philly cheesesteaks got a big old 15. The winners are Philadelphia.
Already. Okay, little filler music.
It's for Philadelphia, Kevin. What's up, Dr. G? For San Jose, Jeff, Gary Kramer. For Philadelphia, Dave, what's up, Jericho? For San Jose, John Beltulaska. For Philadelphia, Mounty Chip off the old flag.
States Comedy Sports National Tournament. Absolutely applaud uproariously. Table number 2, I didn't hear you applaud. Applaud, table 2. Thank you very much. Sit 6 feet in front of me and piss me off. Okay, with a show of applause, how many people have never been out to a comedy sports match before? Terrific. Well, what you're going to see tonight is competitive improvisational comedy. It's competitive because we have 2 teams. In the first half, it will be San Antonio versus San Jose. They'll be facing off on our AstroTurf field here in a competition for your laughs. Now, we call it improvisation because everything we say and do tonight will be made up as we go along, all based on suggestions from you, the audience. Now, this is audience participatory, so to kind of get you in the mood, every time I do this gesture, I'd like you to say the audience with me. That way you'll know who you are and I'll know who I am, all right? Let me back it up a little. It's all based on suggestions from you, the audience. Very good. My name is Gary Kramer. I am the referee for tonight's match. My job is to time the games and to call the fouls and penalties. Now, there are 3 fouls that I can call tonight. The first foul is called the delay of game foul. Let's all say that and do the hand gesture with me, or I'll make you do it alone in front of a bunch of people you don't know. Okay, on the count of 3, do it with me. It's the delay of game foul. Very good. The delay of game foul will be called if the scene is boring, if it's just going nowhere. I'm bored. You look like you're falling asleep. C-SPAN shows up and starts taping the show. You know what I'm talking about here. If I see this foul occurring, I will throw the flag onto the playing field, tell you that the delay of game foul is in effect. The players on the playing field will then have 15 seconds to make the scene interesting. When I say interesting, I mean a birth, death, or religious experience must occur before your eyes. If none of those things occur in those 15 seconds, I will then waffle that team off of the playing field and they'll lose any chance of scoring points in that particular round. Now, the second foul I can call tonight is called the brown bag foul. Let's all say that with a hand gesture. Once again, everyone do it with me, please. It's the brown bag foul. Very good. The brown bag foul will be called if anyone on the playing field utters something that might be considered lewd, crude, lascivious, dirty, suggestive, racist, sexist, something offensive to me and offensive to you, the audience. Should I see this foul occur, I'll blow the whistle to the flag into the air, make the brown bag indication. The offending player will then have a brown paper bag placed over his or her head for the rest of that scene. Now, a little word of warning to you, the audience, because you'll be yelling out suggestions tonight, you are not exempt from the brown bag foul. Be a good idea to keep that in mind. I fly back to Santa Barbara tomorrow. I don't care if you're mad at me. All right, third and final foul is a very special foul because it's not called by me, but indeed it's called by you, the audience. That foul is called the Groner foul. Let's all say that with a hand gesture. Make me proud. It's the Groner foul. Very good. The Groner foul, we called it an acted out as a pun or joke that's so stupid, so obnoxiously punny, that we all simply can't help but groan in agony. Mr. Boyce, why don't you give me an example of a Groner foul?
I sure will, your ref. Did you hear about the Amish man that married the Amish woman?
No, I didn't.
Within a week, he was driving her buggy.
Okay, that was pretty good, but if I'm going to call this foul, since you will be calling it, I need to hear what it sounds like when you all groan. So on the count of 3, give me your deepest, most guttural groan. It helps if you close your eyes and fantasize a little bit. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Very good. Okay. At a point in the evening, if I hear you guys groan because of a bad pun, I will throw the flag into the air, blow the whistle, tell you a Groner foul has occurred. The offending player will then step over to our apology box, which occasionally is there, and sometimes it's right here, depending on how we feel. They will then proceed to apologize to all of us for making us groan. We'll have a vote after the apology, whether or not we thought they were sincere about it. If we accept the apology, everything will be fine. If we reject the apology, we'll take 1 point away from that player's team's score. Now, lastly, throughout the night, I'm going to need your suggestions. When I ask for them, yell them out loud and proud. You guys will start every game and every scene we're going to do tonight. For example, if I come over here and ask you guys for a type of car, you might say...
Ferrari.
Ferrari is a nice type of car. How about a number between 1 and 10? 2 and 3 are both numbers. How about a component of the spatial ignition system? You could say the key. Never mind, okay. Like I said, when I ask for suggestions, yell them out loud and proud. You guys will start the show for us. You'll give us every scene and every game idea. So be ready to yell out lots of suggestions tonight. I should be able to get to every one of you at least 4 times. All right, I know I'm pretty well warmed up. I know the players are all warmed up. There's one group of people who don't look completely and totally warmed up. Who might that be? It's you, the audience. Here at Comedy Sports, we have a way of warming up, and that's by singing. And what better song to sing than the audience song, which is conveniently printed on your programs in front of you. It's called Take Me Out to See Improv. It's sung to the old folk tune of The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Mr. Boyce, here we go. Ready? And take me out to see the improv. Come on, take me to CSC. Come on, everyone. Find me. Wait.
They aren't buying this.
No, I'm not either. All right, Mr. Boyce. How about take me on the ball game? What a shock. 22 cities across the country every night. Here it goes. Everyone. And
Take me out to the airport. Take me to see a sea. Fly me up here in the stars apart. I don't care if I have to work on your nail. Not all my suggestions. I never get back. It's all every laugh till the
And well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 1996 Comedy Sports International Tournament. 22 cities are here competing tonight, and tonight's show you're going to see 4 cities. The first half will be between the San Antonio Punslingers and San Jose Disabled List. Please welcome to the stage the red team San Antonio Punslingers. Obstructing play will be forced to watch 12 hours of Pauly Shore movies. And now, please, everybody rise and join us in singing the national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed after twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were
we're going to play a game of what are you doing? To see who initiates and who receives, we're going to play a game of rock, paper, scissors. So on 1, 2, and out on 3. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. Okay, scissors, cuts, rock. You won the toss. San Jose. Now, would you like to initiate or receive the first round?
We will initiate.
You will initiate the first round tonight?
We'll receive.
Good choice. Okay, very good. Now, first game tonight is a game of what are you doing? What are you doing works like this. We will start with 2 players, one from each team on the playing field. The initiating team, in this case from San Jose, will begin by miming some activity. This player will then ask him, what are you doing? This player will respond with anything but what they are miming at that moment. Whatever this player says, this player will then actually have to start doing. Then this player will ask this player, what are you doing? They'll respond with anything but what they are miming, and this player will take on the activity. They'll go back and forth until one of them is eliminated. Now, I see a lot of blank stares out there. That's okay. This game gets very easy as we roll along. In fact, it's very easier to explain how people are eliminated in this game. So for example, if a player hesitates at all, they will be eliminated. If they repeat a word or an activity, they will be eliminated. If they say something too close to what they're miming at that moment, they will be eliminated. And finally, if I get tired of looking at a player, they will be eliminated. Why don't we get 2 players on the playing field, please, for the first round? Yes? All right, for the first round, as I explained at the top of the show, we will be making up everything as we go along, so I need some sort of a theme or a subject to revolve the first round of what are you doing around. What will that theme be? Football. Football. The theme is football. San Jose, you will initiate the theme is football, and begin. What are you doing?
Walking in front of the TV so my husband can't watch it. What are you doing?
Catching a pass. What are you doing?
Running down and tripping over the 50-yard line. What are you doing?
Cussing out the quarterback.
What
are you doing?
Smacking the ref because I don't like his face.
Listen, mister, you're ugly.
What are you doing?
Sitting down with the offensive lineman.
Oh, cute. Come here.
What are you doing?
Planning strategies that no one has ever heard about.
Okay, listen, we're going to walk over the fence.
What are you doing?
Eating hot dogs. What are you doing?
She's hesitating is what she's doing. One MC. All right. One more message for San Jose.
All right, why don't we get a theme that's not sports related, anything at all? Okay, how about what's your favorite subject in school? It was?
History.
History. The theme is history. And San Antonio, the theme is history. What are you doing? Talking to Santa Ana.
¿Cómo estás?
What are you doing?
Crossing the Delaware.
What are you doing? Talking to Washington.
Hey, just saw you cross the Delaware over there. That was pretty good.
What are you doing?
Erecting a monument.
Come on, let's get this up here.
What are you doing?
Hang on, I'm busy here.
You can be busy there. Okay, have a seat. You got 1 elimination for each team.
Yeah.
All right, you know how the game works now. What would another theme to revolve what are you doing around?
This theme will be what? How about some sort of a subject at all? Anything at all? Say that again?
Railroad.
Railroads. The theme is railroads. San Jose initiating theme is railroads.
What are you doing?
Going to the moon on a train. What are you doing?
Getting tied down with railroad ties.
Oh, yeah, spider.
What are you doing?
Taking my mom on a date on a locomotive because it goes real fast.
Mom, I owed you this on the bullet train.
What are you doing?
Ooh, falling over backwards because the train's about
She was falling over backwards. Have a seat.
All right, that's 3 eliminations. You do 2 more players left. You do 1 more player. Okay, I'm going to change this up a little bit. We're going to switch to initials. What are you doing? Excuse me, what is your name? What's your first name? Bonnie. That begins with a B. And your last name begins with the letter W. So BW would be your initials then. That's correct. Okay, very good. Now, we're switching to initials. What are you doing? What's going to happen is the first word they say must begin with the letter B, subsequently followed by a word beginning with the letter W. If they screw that up, they're out. BW is the theme. San Jose, initiate.
What are you doing?
Building wicker houses. What are you doing?
Basking in the white sun. What are you doing?
Buying Wichita. What are you doing?
Blowing water. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, thank you very much. You did not respond.
We have 2 players left in San Jose also. Is that correct? You and 1 more. Yeah, 1 guy. You and 1 more. Okay. How about, what's your name?
Wendy.
Wendy, and your last name?
Baker.
Oh, so we got the reverse. Okay. In case you were dyslexic and missed it, it's going to be the other way around. WB, San Antonio, you initiate WB. What are you doing?
Wishing about blue water.
Oh, golly, that sounds great. Oh,
What are you doing?
winding branches.
What are you doing?
Wearing bikinis.
Oh, woo!
What are you doing?
Water bouncing. What are you doing?
Well,
We have the last player up for San Antonio. This could be the final round. Raise your hand if your initials don't have W or B in it. Okay, what's your name? What's your name? Justin? Dustin, want to see Dustin? Wilcox begins with a W. You'll learn that when you get to 6th grade. All right. Okay. What's your name? Jamie Sutherland. JS then would be your initials. Okay, JS. San Jose, JS, you will initiate. Begin.
What are you doing?
Jumping Sundays.
Oh, there's much.
What are you doing?
Jarring something.
Oh, here we go. My
What are you doing?
Jockeying for stuff. What are you doing?
Jamming snakes into somewhere.
Ah, there you go.
What are you doing?
This. All right, we have the two last players from each team on the playing field. This will definitely, mercifully, be the last round of What Are You Doing Tonight? What's your name? Gina Rioja. So GR would be your initials. Gina, do you have a middle name? Elizabeth. So GER are your three initials. Should I choose to take three? All right, I'm going to. GER. San Antonio, you'll go first. GER are the initials. This will be the final round. Begin.
What are you doing?
Going everywhere in the railroad.
Oh, I'm gonna go to San Jose.
What are you doing?
Grading Elizabethan rhinos. What are you doing?
Growing Enid rather subtly. What are you doing?
Woo! Getting everywhere now.
Now begins with an R. Give him 5 points, Mr. Boyce. What's to make the score?
The score is now San Antonio 5 and San Jose.
So it's 5 to 8 going into round 2, which will be the team choice round. We have the captain Pina on the playing field.
Yes, sir.
You have won that round handily. When you step forward, please, you have the option of actually you get to play this round. You get to choose a game for your team. What will that game be?
Psychiatrist? We'd love to play psychiatrist.
You would love to play psychiatrist. Okay, so in this game, we need to send one player out of the room.
Yeah, I'd love to send Bowie out.
We're going to send, well, we would all love to send Bowie out of the room. Okay, so Bowie is going to be leaving. Let's all say goodbye, Bowie! Okay, Bowie has left the room. He is now out at the soundproof bar where he can't hear what we are talking about in here. And the game of psychiatrist, what's going to happen is, to start off with, I need you to provide me with something that you would not normally be afraid of. Some sort of a strange thing you're not normally afraid of. I'm sorry, say that again? A toilet. Okay, now why don't we get some sort of an adjective that would not normally be used to describe a toilet? Lumpy. Okay. Now, what's going to happen is, basically we're setting up a group therapy situation. 3 of the players will all be in psychotherapy for fear of lumpy toilets. Bowie is actually the psychiatrist. He does not know that this is what the subject is. He's going to come in, conduct a group therapy session, and he's going to try and figure out what it is without these guys saying, oh, I'm afraid of lumpy toilets, because then the game would take only 3 seconds, and we have a 2-hour show to do. Okay, so they will score 1 extra bonus point if they get it all correctly. Team, are you ready for the game of psychiatrist?
Yes!
All right, why don't we come on out here right now, or would you like to get the psychiatrist first? It doesn't matter. I can't wait to bring him out. And on the count of 3, let's yell, hey, Bowie, get back in here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey, Bowie, get back in here. All right, you've got 3.5 minutes for this game. Ready?
Welcome back to our group therapy session. Now, I'd like to reiterate that I cannot help you unless you speak with me, all right? Now, Donna,
Yeah?
have we been able to talk about your illness? Can you relay that to me?
Yeah, she's feeling a little better about it now. I think I might be able to say something or the other.
That's very good.
Well, I actually urinated this week.
Actually, well, this is a very big step. Okay, you need to think about that a second as I go over here, madam. Now, you need to communicate with me. How are you feeling? What's going on? Tell me about it.
Me?
I need to hear it. Yes, ma'am.
Well, it's okay, but when I get up in the night, you know, when they're not only cold, but you know, they kind of push up on you in different places, well, then I don't like it. It wakes me up.
Great.
Yeah.
Cold things pulling up on you.
Yeah.
That's a symptom. That is definitely a symptom. Now, now calm down. She has her
Me?
medication.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know, great.
yes, she does. Yes, I do. She
Irene,
does. Okay.
Irene, speak to me.
Good.
I'm here to help.
Good. Okay. So I go wash my hands, and I go take a shower. Then I look at it, and I gotta run away, and I don't understand why. It's there, and it's just like oatmeal.
Okay, now.
I don't understand why. I say the shower's okay. I'm clean. She's clean. I'm clean. Okay. And the shower's there, and I can wash my hands, brush my teeth. But then there it is.
Yeah.
And the man with the blue water's in there. Oh, shut up.
Now listen, I know this has been a problem with the tidy bowl man being in the sink.
The sink's okay. The sink's okay.
Y'all are gonna have to communicate with me more for me to help you out. Donna, you had a poem that you were writing about your illness. Could you please tell me this poem that you were writing?
Can Susie perform it for me? She's much better at that than I am.
Susie, go on ahead.
Rhyme it.
I went into the bathroom. I went in there today. I'm feeling so much better because I stood by a bidet. Thank you.
Great. I know porcelain is a big thing that's scaring you in your life right now.
It's certain shapes it's certain fixtures.
Certain fixtures there by the sink. I'm sure there's spouts, water faucet.
Oh, sinks are friendly. Sinks are nice. Sinks are usually square around, but there's, I just don't like to put a lid on situations.
Great. 1 minute. We've got oval shapes. Now, you had a song that you wanted to sing to me about your problem. Could you please sing this song for me?
Yes, I did. Do. In the bathroom it does sit. I go and see it fits right in the corner like little Jack Horner. But when I do this, it goes up and down and makes me proud.
Great. I'm sorry about your fear about geysers. Geysers, I know, are frightening. Let's see this interpretive dance that you were working on with the choreographer, Tommy Toon.
Cool. She'll do it. I'll do it. Okay, cool. All right, here we go.
Listen, I think I'm ready to cure your fear of flush toilets with spouting water in them.
No, that wasn't it. But why don't you round of applause? Can we wait step forward here for a second? And collectively as an audience, we will tell them what they were afraid of. They were afraid of lumpy toilets, but it was very close. Round of applause just for the attempt anyway. Okay. All right. May I have Captain Plumbo on the playing field, please? Okay, you get to choose a game for your team to play to go against that game. What will that game be?
We would like to choose the game of superhero, please.
Superhero, okay. For the game of superhero, what would you like, or would you like me to get the suggestions?
We just like 2 nouns.
2 nouns. Give me 1 noun to start.
Bubblegum.
Bubblegum is a noun. How about another noun having nothing to do with bubblegum? House. Bubblegum house.
Good. You ref, we'd like to take a brief timeout, and
Okay.
we'd like to do the margarita timeout because we think it's fun.
The margarita timeout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm not sure what that is, but I'll work on it. Okay. First, let me explain the game of superhero using your suggestion of bubblegum and a house. What these guys are going to do is invent an original 3.5-minute scene, making up all the action and dialogue. Now, at some point during this scene, some superhero is going to be introduced in it. It won't be Superman or Batman or any of those other mans or women, as the case may be. It will be a made-up superhero. Somehow is going to have to work out the problems with bubblegums and houses. Okay, now we've also been asked to do the margarita timeout. I translate that into being the Macarena, and how would that go?
Let's show them.
Why does it say that so
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're going to change this timeout because I don't like it. We're going to try the Randy Reese, My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean, because I'm in charge charge, not them. I just have to remind myself of that. So, we're going to sing My Body Lies Over the Ocean, but we're going to do the Randy Reese technique on this one. Every time you say a word beginning with the letter B, you stand up. If you are standing and you say a word beginning with the letter B, you will sit down. It works just like that. Anytime you're ready, here we go. Everyone, ready? And my bonnie lies over the ocean. My bonnie lies over the sea. My bonnie lies over the ocean. So bring back my bonnie to me. Here comes the tricky part. Bring back, oh bring back my bonnie to me, Bring back, oh bring back my bonnie to me. Okay. All the people from Kansas can sit down now. All right, now, team, are you ready for the game of superhero? Yes. All right, you've got 3.5 minutes. Begin.
Hi, Mary. I just came to clean up your department.
Sorry, I dropped a couple wrappers earlier. I'm sorry.
Hey, I heard there were some safety problems here lately, so I'm going to try to finish up my job real fast before something happens. You know.
Okay.
Look out! Oh no, that's number 1.
It's a spill! Get out!
I'm a freak!
Good Lord! Jenkins will never be the same.
Calm and pleasant, just the way I like it here. Ooh, baloney!
Don't forget, you're not supposed to be chewing anything in the house. It'll get in the rug and get in your hair.
Oh, I'm sorry, Grandma. I'll take my sandwiches and stuff outside. It's okay. Hey, little boy! Wouldn't you be much more satisfied with a little bit of gum? Come on, look at your mother's nice white carpet. Oh, golly gee, you're so sugary sweet. Come on, rip off a little piece. It's good for you. My mom said I should take this from strangers, but your mom don't know nothing.
No! Don't touch it! Can no one save us?
Is this the cry of a boy with bubblegum in his hair? This sounds like a job for Peanut Butter Man!
Can't you do anything for him?
I shall. Stand back, kind gentlewoman. Beware 1 second while I wipe this scum from the earth.
Hold right there, Peanut Butter Man. I'm gonna start snapping.
It's the show! Ow! God, must get the secret gift earplugs!
Minty freshness is too powerful.
Prepare to be wiped out! Never, ever show your face again, Hubba Bubba!
All right, around this time, a lot of you might be wondering, and you might even be wondering out loud, hey, wait a minute, ref. How the heck do we score these games? When they're not head-to-head competitions. Thank you. I'm so glad you asked because I have in my hands these red and blue fly swatters. I have red to represent San Jose. I have blue to represent San Antonio. We like to call these our judges, Waltners. And we have 3 guest celebrity judges in the house tonight. We have one seat in the front row. Congratulations, you are a judge. We have one seat, surprisingly enough, right here in the center. You're a judge. Congratulations. I'm not one over here. Congratulations, sir. You're a judge. What's your name? what's your name? What's your name? Pat. Mike and Pat. What's your name? Linda. Mike, Pat, Linda. Your job is very important. Is to remember both games and to hold up the wallet that corresponds to whichever team you like the best. But first, I need to swear you in. So hold up your right hand, Mike, Pat, and Linda, and repeat after me. Your right hand, Pat, please. Thank you very much. Repeat after me. I swear.
I swear.
To judge. All right, you judges. Congratulations. All right, now. You can bring the house lights up so we can all see them. On the count of 3, I want you to hold up. Blue if you prefer the psychiatrist game, or red if you prefer the superhero game. On the count of 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. I see red, red, and red. Mr. Boyce, where does it make the score now?
Well, not only does San Jose save the world from bubblegum, but they also garnered 5 points for themselves. It's now 5-5.
Captain Plumbo on the playing field, please. Actually, why don't we get both captains on the playing field, please?
Sure.
Okay, since you just won, you will be challenged in the team challenge round to a game. So San Antonio, please, Captain Pina, challenge them to a game.
How about Scantron?
Scantron. You've been challenged to Scantron. Do you accept that challenge?
Of course.
Okay, and what would you like for this game?
I'd like a reason to be happy.
A reason to be happy. Because you're pregnant. There you go. That is correct. All right, now, the game of Scantron works like this. Using the suggestion of pregnancy, something we all can be happy about, what's going to happen is they're going to begin an original scene, once again making up all the action and dialogue as they go along. Now, from time to time, if I think they're setting up a scenario where something can happen next, I'm going to blow the whistle and stop the time and say, freeze, what happens next? And I will hold my hands over each one of the people's heads who are on the playing field at that moment. And it's going to be like a Scantron test. I'll hold over A, B, C, and D, or A and B, or A, B, and C, depending on how many people are up. And the player will then say what they think will come next, then we collectively as an audience will vote on which choice we thought was the best choice, and they will take that choice and change the scene because of that choice. Team, are you ready for the game of Scantron?
Yes!
All right, you've got 3.5 minutes. Begin.
Oh. Honey, you have dinner?
Dinner? You want dinner?
Yes, honey. I came to You know, it's meatloaf night. Come on, let's snap to it.
Oh, yes, always, my ever-domineering husband. Luckily, we moved the kitchen table into the kitchen, yeah.
Yeah. Come on, mix in that onion soup mix. You know how I like it.
Oh, yes, oh, yes.
Freeze! What does she take out of the oven? A.
Large rat.
Or B.
Toxic waste-infused meatloaf.
Okay. Vote A for a large rat with a show of applause. Or B, the toxic waste-infused meatloaf. Continue.
Oh, eat up, honey. You know I love it.
Looks a little different today, Marge.
Gonna make me fat and ugly and hungry? I'll show you. Go eat up, honey. Eat
Hey, I will.
Good.
Oh, somebody at the doors. What are you doing?
Hi, Marge. I'm right in the middle of dinner and I need some flour. Can I borrow some?
Freeze! How does she respond? A.
Oh, certainly.
B.
Stay out of my house, you evil wench.
Or C.
No flour, but you can have my husband.
Okay. Vote A. B. Or C. You can have my husband. C.
Well, you know, a lot of flour. But you can have this useless sack. Boy, what to do with myself? Go read him a calls.
Hey, Marge, I just came over. I figured we could go out for some Baskin Robbins down at the ice cream shop.
You know they got that onion flavor now.
Oh, yeah. Let's get down there. There's that cute boy at the counter, too.
Yeah, you know, I think it's gonna be a boy. He's riding high.
Freeze! How does she feel about riding high? A.
She wants a girl badly enough to change something.
Or B. I'm offended about her calling me ugly, which is what that really means, and we have a little pregnant mother fight. Oh. A.
like this. Huh? How those
All right, you found it. It's a wig. It's a wig. I lost all my hair.
Marge, I'm coming back to. Oh God! How does he react? A.
He decides he wants the riding high woman.
B. He realizes the two women he married are in the same room. Or C. I go to the ice cream place myself to pick up on that cute boy behind the counter. C. Go get some ice cream. Hi. I'd like some of your pistachio ripple, if you know what I mean. How does he react? Either A, all the ice cream melts, or B.
Pistachio Rippo is a cold word for the bomb.
Okay, A. Or B. Continue.
Did you say pistachio Ripple?
Yeah.
Handle it carefully, my son, and put it in the Buick.
If my wives only knew that I was really a spy. We know now.
Oh, wait! What happens next? Hey!
A humongous love fest involving explosions.
B! We break off and form our own country.
C. We kill him for treason. Or D.
We tell him that we are actually double agents with secret agent babies. Well, guess what, Mr. 00 Negative? We've got the XJ-37! Look outside!
May I have both captains, Columbo and Pena, on the playing field, please? Oh, has alliteration. How about that? Why don't you initiate a challenge to San Antonio? Would like to see them play?
We would like to see them play an emotional game that rhymes. Their choice.
Okay. And the choices are made. What will it be for this one?
We're doing emotional rhyming. We just need 4 emotions and a reason
Emotional
for it.
rhyming party?
Yep.
Okay. Very good. All right. So what I need then is how about some sort of a good reason or a strange reason to have a party?
The Olympics are over.
The Olympics are over. Okay. A post-Olympics party.
All right, and then
Okay. And now I'm going to need 4 contrasting emotions. How about a good high-energy positive emotion? Lust is a good positive emotion. There you go. And how about a negative emotion? Hate. Okay. Any middle-of-the-road emotion? Disgust. And how about a more positive emotion now? You know, disgust and hate are a little similar, so why don't we change that a little bit? So far we've got lust and hate. I hear greed, and one more emotion? Melancholy. Okay, so the 4 emotions are lust, hate, greed, and melancholy. What's going to happen in this game, they're actually combining 2 techniques. One person is going to start in the room. Each one of these players is going to be taking on one of these emotions. One player will start in the room inventing a scene about a party because the Olympics are over. They'll be performing in their respective emotion. When another player enters, both players will take on that new emotion. They'll keep going up and up and up, taking on the emotions of the players entering the room, and then it will reverse as players leave the room. They'll go back and revert to the previous emotions. They've also further complicated it by attempting to rhyme each line or every other line or whatever 5-7 method they prefer to do. All right, can I have the players please step forward and tell us what your emotions are?
Melancholy.
Melancholy? Greed. Greed.
Hate.
Hate.
Lust.
Lust, there you go. All right, you've got 3.5 minutes for this game. Ready?
Yes. You know, the Olympics are over, and it's a good thing, but such good memories. Oh, hope people come to my party.
Well, I hate parties, and I hate that the Olympics are over.
You know, I was just going to go get that pan to put in the spinach dip, but that stuff's gross.
Why am I here? That's what I want to know. Why am I
The
here?
Olympics are over, okay? Here, let's just get you something right here. This is margarita. I know
Thanks.
you love it.
this the Glad the Olympics is over party?
Yeah, it is.
Great. Say, I really like this scarf. Would you mind if I...
Let me see that.
Yeah, take that. Well,
Great.
listen, give it back once you're done. I really need that for my collection.
Look.
I think it'd be great.
Hey.
I know you've brought us all those favors because you owe your money and stuff, so don't touch that, okay? Put that back. Everybody have a seat. Everybody just have a seat. You know, they're a dime each, so, okay, they're a dime. So let's just, oh goodness, you keep going.
Hey, I hope you don't mind if I just bust on in. I brought the horns. Hey, how you doing? How about one of those for you, baby? So, how's the party? Glad the Olympics are over. Did you got your swim and excuse? Hey, there's one for you, little missy.
It's a big horn.
Oh, well, let me tell you.
Jeez.
So, how about those Olympics being over? You know, I just, it gets me all worked up thinking about all those swimmers and runners and Yeah, all right. You know,
We've forgotten our rhyme.
that's a point you got right there. You know, I think I'm gonna wash my hair. I got the tapes back at my home. Give me those horns. I gotta roam.
She's really sad I didn't get her coat. Unfortunately, it didn't get my goat.
Well, bye. Just leave. You know what? I'll give you a heave. Take your stuff.
You can take your party, and that's not all. I hope you go trip and fall.
I hate it here, and that's no lie. You can just drop dead and die. I'm going out the door right now, and I don't care if you have a cow.
Had such fun. I missed the pictures. Which one to keep? Oh, which one?
Kind of figured rhyme means something different in San Antonio language. All right, now.
We rhyme in Spanish.
Houston, we have a problem.
All right. Now, judges, we've reached your portion of the evening. Once again, we're going to need you to vote on the count of three. Either blue for the occasionally rhyming, emotional party of the San Antonio team, or the Scantron of San Jose, and the count yellow, printer blue. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I see red, and red.
San Jose's now getting the lead. It's 10-5, San Jose.
Thank you very much. One and a half both captains on the playing field, please, for the final round. This is going to be the last chance round. It's going to be a referee challenge where I get to challenge both teams' game of my choice.
Sure.
And for the ref challenge, I'd like to see both teams play the game of story. Do you accept that challenge?
Of course.
And do you?
Do I have to?
Yes, you do.
I will.
Very good. All right, we get all four players on both teams on the playing field, please. And for the game of story, what I would like is for you to invent a title of a story that's never before been written or told. So give us a new title of a story. A title is usually on the cover of a book, for those of you from Kansas. Okay, title of a story, please. Title. Hey, let's go see. The Witch in the Back Room. Okay, something we're all familiar with. Now, title of the story is The Witch in the Back Room. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to begin by pointing to a player. That player will begin telling us chapter 1, line 1 of The Witch in the Back Room. That player will keep speaking until I take my finger away and point to someone else. When I do, the first player will have to cut off, and the second player will have to pick up the story, be it mid-syllable, mid-word, mid-sentence, mid-whatever, keeping the story moving. I'll keep pointing at different players, picking up the story, and eliminating them as they screw up. Now, it's very easy for them to screw up. For example, if they hesitate, if they repeat a word, if they fail to cut off when I take my finger away, if they use poor syntax or fail to pick up the story exactly where it was cut off, precisely on that word, they will be called out. Last team, with a player left, will score 10 points, and hence will be the winner of tonight's match. Team, are you ready for the game of story?
Yes!
All right, the title of the story, ma'am, I'm going to ask you to repeat it a couple times. The title of the story is...
The Witch in the Back
The Witch in the Back Room. Everyone say it with me. It's chapter
1. Something strange was occurring at Smoky Joe's bar that day. It was strange because the waitresses were all fat. They walked around the room and bumped customers all around. The customers
were angry, and they lit candles to show this. As a lit candle will get rid of any
thing that smells foul in the air, the waitresses would gather together and talk about their
wives, and husbands, and friends. But as they walked into the back
room, they put out their cigarettes because there was a no-smoking area. They teased their hair up into those
big, pointy, fondue-looking things, and fired up the
Dragon. Yes, there was a dragon in the back room called
Komodo. Komodo was the deity of the back room, and he ruled with
The witches. The witches were the waitresses. It was a double
kind of thing, double entendre. They had two names, you know, it was like that.
thing in Batman.
She said that. She didn't, or he didn't finish the word with that. You can sit down. Thank you very much. Everyone say, good call, Raph. Good call, Raph. Thank you for playing. Okay, title of the story is
The Witch in the Bathroom.
Chapter 2.
There were 2 witches in the back room. One
stirring up her cauldron with a deep, dark
pizza-handled spatula.
It's a pizza-handled spatula. All right. Title of the story is
The Witch in the Bathroom.
Chapter 3.
So the witches looked at each other and smelled
their hands. They had the goulash all over it. They brought it out
with fervent bowls. These bowls were so fervent they practically
hit the customers over the heads themselves. Well, after the customer
saw this, they grew even angrier.
Just then, Big Bubba Wilker
said, I can't believe this. I just had
a baby. Son. And I wanted to bring him soup from this restaurant.
The witches were excited
that he was going to bring that soup home.
And
he said, can I have some soup, please? And they gave it to
him because they were large
women. Upon returning home, Big Bubba's wife was angry
and said, I don't like soup
with peas and carrots. So she threw the peas and carrots
into a
bottle for the baby, and the baby said, I'm not going to take this anymore because I don't like soup. No, wait, it's getting good.
Don't make me blow my whistle again. All right, title of the story is
The Witch in the Bathroom.
Chapter 4.
The witch in the back room grew angry because she was
looking at the kimono dragon trying to figure out why he was eating all the soup without the
pizza and bagels that she liked to feed him all the time. There were
many things that she had fed him before that he never liked. Well,
Komodo dragons do not like to be force-fed. So,
Kimono got up, headed toward Bubba
Lou, and got the witch with the really, really
long.
Talking out of turn, have a seat. All right. Title of the story is Chapter 5.
Bubba headed over to the kimono's house with his
case in hand and many items
in it. He included
toothbrushes, toothpaste, a hairbrush, and a comb. These were very necessary
items for his beauty needs. He was looking lovely that
evening and sang a little song about it as he walked along.
You want to roll for your team? Why do you have a seat? Stop talking. Okay. That's the reason you were called out. All right. Title of the story is Chapter 6. Here we go.
Bubba and Kimono have been partying in the
women's room when all of a sudden
the witches burst in, jealous
at the fact that the
yeah.
My arms are getting tired. This won't last long. All right, title of the story is
The Witch in the Bathroom.
And this will be the final chapter.
It was an all-out brawl in the women's room. The witches were up by 2-1 with 3 pins. She, the main witch that is, decided
that she would go home. She said, I don't like to fight.
But I will at home. grabbed a broom handle and took off.
Through the clouds she went, over stars.
Welcome on back again. 10 points. Goodbye, San Antonio. Before we announce that final score, actually, why don't we get both teams up on the playing field, please? And how about a round of applause for both teams this evening? Before we get that final score, the moment we will be going away, we will come back, and Austin and Bakersfield will be taking each other out. So the moment of truth has arrived. Mr. Voice, why don't you give us that final score of the first half?
Going into the final round, San Antonio had 5 points and San Jose had 10. San Antonio won that round, gave 10 points, now 15-10 to San Antonio, the final winner.
We'll be back after a 10-minute
Hello. Hi. We're going to perform our full-length musical for you tonight. It's called Unspecific Overtures. And credit for that's a pun on Pacific Overtures. For those of you that are in the musical. We have to credit Chris Tallman of New York. He thought of the name for us 2 years ago, and we've been using it ever since. So what we're going to do is normally we do a 2-act musical, and we do one storyline, and we do it full length. Tonight we're going to do an abbreviated version of that for you. We'll do about we'll do like a long 1-act. Well, if you love it, we'll see. Okay. Be careful. You don't know what you're going to get. All right. Do you remember the house lights a little bit? I don't want to see people. What we're going to do first, though, to start us off, I want to introduce the people from Comedy Sports LA. I know you've been meeting them for the week. We'll do him first, so you know who's up here. Pablo Mars. Coleslaw. Okay, that's one.
Swollen gums.
Swollen gums.
What's in the basket?
What's in the basket?
Hey, that's not yours.
The making of the crew.
Hang on. Wait, hang on. Hey, that's not yours. What did you say? The what of the crew?
The maiming of the crew.
The maiming?
Of the crew.
The maiming of the crew.
Butter.
Butter. And then a big exclamation point. Wait, hang on one second. All right, let's have one more.
The loneliest detective.
The loneliest detective.
Imelda and me.
And one more.
Imelda and me.
Imelda and me. Now remember, you're going to have to watch this for a while. So we always encourage our audiences not to yell out, the crazy goat boy married the pig girl, because then you got to watch it for 2 hours. All right, so we're going to open the chalkboard right here and read these back to you. All right, here we go. Coleslaw, swollen gums, what's in the basket? Hey, that's not yours. Butter, the maiming of the crew, the loneliest detective, and Imelda and me. So what we'd all like you to do is, by raising your hand, so we'll just kind of take a quick visual count. Now, vote for the 2 that you like best. That's how we'll know that. Vote for the 2 you like best. Everybody make your decision right now. And all right, all the hands that want to see coleslaw. All right, that one's done. All right, 2. Swollen gums. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 for swollen gums. What's in the basket? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Hey, that's not yours. 1, 2, 3, you guys are who cares? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Butter. Yeah! All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You're cheating. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34. Yeah! The maiming of the crew. Yeah! All men. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11. And the loneliest detective? Yeah! Wow. A lot? Okay, and Imelda and me? All right, so we're down to the loneliest detective and butter. All right, here we go. The loneliest butter? No. All right, here we go. Vote for the one you like best. All those, it's butter or the loneliest detective. Ready? All those who want butter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. And the loneliest detective. Wow. Hold them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you made your decision. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I now give you Michael Pollack and the overture to The Loneliest Detective. While the overture's playing, someone give us a kind of place.
Dirty old shack.
A dirty old shack. Dirty old shack.
I swear that's how I found him.
Enough of this hemming and hawing.
What do you think he's gonna do, Papa?
I don't know, son. I don't know where this guy came from or who he is. Listen, you called me down here. I want some facts, some data.
Who got here first?
I did. So?
He's got a point. Who lives in the shack? You?
I do. I'm my son.
The tall boy. What brought you to the shack?
I heard something that sounded like a shot. I went running down the hill. I arrived just in time to smell the powder and what was left of the kill.
I walked in
to the barn this morning just to ride my horse. And I saw him lying on the floor. I was scared. Wouldn't you be? Wouldn't you be? Of course.
He called me earlier to meet him here. He was so dear. I don't know what happened here. He was laying there when I walked in.
She seems to know more about this than me or him. So we're just gonna slowly walk out the door. Jim. Come on, boy!
What you want. Go ahead and walk out that door.
Very slowly.
But I'm gonna get to the bottom of this problem. I'm gonna find out for sure. You and me, you and body. You ain't the first one I've seen. I've been studying bodies on the pavement since I was only 17. I'm gonna find out the story if it's the last thing that I do.
Cripes, I'm late.
Sorry, we had a little fire in the back.
Fire?
Yeah.
Oh, for crying out loud, Marty. We just started here. I mean, you can't make a bad impression like, oh.
What's going on, Charles?
Oh, Mrs. Bronson, it was like this. It wasn't nobody's fault, really. It was just that some charbroiling was going on, and a lot more of that char than we was in for.
Listen, you don't have to talk to her like that. Just because she's rich and owns half this town.
Well, she owns this place of business.
Yeah, but look, we're doing a great job here, okay? We just had a fire and I'm trying to cover it up. If you make her have a tour of this place, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble.
You know, when I made the agreement to buy this place, I didn't know it'd be so much trouble, Charlie. I mean, I like the location, I like the personnel, but I don't know. It's just been too much trouble. I don't know if I...
Martini?
Sucker!
Well, Mrs. Bronson, I've been working here since I don't know when. I said, Mrs. Bronson, why don't you stir up that vermouth and gin? We got some cooking to do. We got some time to spare. So, Mrs. Bronson, why don't you pull up a chair? I see you already have.
Maybe
no. I'm looking for the file as fast as I can.
You say you saw people talking to Charlie, or people who saw Charlie talking to people in the Bronson Cafe. I want to know exactly who knew Charlie and what they wanted from him.
Well, it seems that he owes a lot of people a lot of money.
Listen, you're a reporter. You do the fact-finding, okay? You just do the fact-finding. I'll do the piecing together. I wonder if you owed anybody any, money?
That's what I said. He owed a lot of people a lot of money.
What did I just say to you, Jake? What's your job? What's your job?
Getting the information.
Fact-finder. What's my job?
Putting it together.
Putting pieces together. What does that door say? I'm sorry, that door over there.
It says, Jim Mullins Detective Agency.
It says it on the window, too, which is why I was confused for a moment. Read it again out loud.
Jim Mullins Detective Agency.
Who's Detective Agency?
Jim Mullins.
What does Jim Mullins do inside the Detective Agency?
He's a
piece of together.
Piecer together.
Come here, Jake.
Yeah, what?
You're a rookie on this case. I worked on a lot of cases in my life, and I solved a lot of cases. I don't want to be made a jerk out of by some rookie reporter.
Oh, I'm not going to make you a jerk. I just want to follow you around.